In one corner, we have the most expensive, most cool looking oil bottle ever, Amsoil Signature Series. And in the other, we have Supertech, super cheap oil in the next. Who will win? I'm sorry, I can't help myself. In today's video, as you guessed, we're going to be talking about these different motor oils. And part of it is heavy marketing by one and really no marketing by other. Who do you trust? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you. So we pulled up this Petroleum Institute that is a independent study. It's called Petroleum Quality Institute of America, PQI America. I will put the link in the description below. They compare these motor oils, not side by side. I'm going to do that for you in this video, and I'm going to show you what you need to look out for. And if you're really just wasting money by buying something like this, or you're going to damage your motor by putting something cheap like this in here, stay tuned. I'm talking about the Petroleum Quality Institute of America. And the biggest thing when you're looking at motor oils, you want to make sure that the brand that claims something that our oil meets this specification. Well, are they using their own resources to test it, or are they using an independent? If they are testing it themselves and providing the data, don't you think that's a little bit funny? So always look at independent resources when you're researching products and things of that nature. So this is an independent resource that tests motor oils and all kinds of other stuff. We're going to be looking at motor oils, so let's get into it a little bit. The thing that I want to talk about first, though, is one of the standard test methods that they use. So this is called the ASTM D5185. It's the multi-element determination of used and unused lubricating oils and base oils by inductively coupled plasma atomic emission spectrometry. Basically, it's testing the metals and contaminants that are in the oil after it's been used, if you want to put it in layman's terms. So if you want to look at some of these oils, here is the Supertech oil, and it actually gives you a breakdown of all the different standards that they measure it against. Uh, One of the ones you want to look at in particular is that minus 30 degrees C test right here. And you want to compare it to the standard. So the standard is 6600, and the Supertech, as you can see, falls in the 4175 measurement. And I believe you can see that right up here. So it is in the standard area. And the reason that's important, uh, when you're in very, very cold areas, that motor oil gets super thick. And it won't flow when you start the motor up, potentially causing engine damage. So that minus 30 degrees Celsius, which if you convert it to Fahrenheit, is probably like minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. So we're talking like North Pole temperatures or up in the Arctic somewhere. That's the kind of temperatures we're talking about. And so you can look at this and get a holistic view of the oils and not get any skewed opinions from some fancy bottle or what it looks like. And looking at this Supertech, it meets all the standards. It works really, really well. And you can see the additive packages. This is what makes the oil more expensive or less expensive, is basically the additives that they put in it. Now, do some put more additives and charge less? Yes. Do some put less and charge more? Yes. I mean, both are true. The big thing is look at the data and see what it comes down to. Here we have the Amsoil Signature Series, and right off the bat, one of the things I can show you is that one of the additives that this oil has that the Supertech doesn't is it has nitrogen infusion in it, or if you will. That additive does not show up in the Supertech oils. And also calcium. The calcium levels are double, if not a little bit more, than what our Supertech is. Doesn't mean that's necessarily bad. It just means that it has that much more additive package in it. And like I said again, this will make the oil more or less expensive. And we see our minus 30 degree C temperature standard test method right there. And I did a side by side comparison of these, and basically everything on top ish here is all your additives, and everything you kind of see down below uh, that is the contamination from the oil. So different types of metals that are found in the oil, parts per million. So this gives you kind of a good idea of what these oils are capable of. And looking at them, I'm going to just be flat out honest. Let me switch back to my camera for a second and talk more about this. I just wanted you to see the data, and I wanted you to actually get like a very good view of this before we start talking like which one is better. Because it really depends at the end of the day what you're after.
So which one's better? Well, the question comes down to what are you using this oil for? Amsoil basically has made its name off of racing and high performance applications or extreme conditions. So, say for instance, if you live in an Arctic area, and I'm using that extreme of an example because that's where this oil reigns above this one. You live in an area that it gets down to, minus 60, minus 70 degrees Fahrenheit. You want this type of oil. You should have a block heater on your car that's warming up the engine, but if you don't, then you absolutely need this oil. This will freeze up. This will turn to gel. It won't move at all. Um, Also, in turbocharged and supercharged engines like we have nowadays, you want to be using this oil. You don't want to be using this stuff because this stuff will break down with thermal characteristics of turbocharged engines much faster than this stuff will. This has the additive package. It even says on here, which, don't believe everything a bottle says, but it says ideal for turbos and direct injection. That's another thing. The gasoline in your motor is what kind of deteriorates the engine oil. That and carbon buildup. So at the end of the day, I use this one. I don't waste my money on this one. This bottle right here costs $15 unshipped. This one is like little less. It's like $3.80 something. And I tow with this oil. I haul with it. I just change it out every 5,000 miles. I don't follow that 10,000 mile label. This oil, though, is way overpriced and overkill for what I'm doing and most people doing. I would say if you tow and haul a lot, you probably do want to use a more quality motor oil. This is probably overkill, though. I would actually go, if you need like a higher quality oil, I would go for more of like a Valvoline Max Life, one of those types of oils. I would not go with this. This is still overpriced. It's overkill for what it is. Supertech will work just as good. So with that, please leave me a comment. Let's have a discussion about this. What has been y'all experience with these oils? I've used both of these and I've never had any type of problem with either one. And I've probably used this one more over the years, and I've never had an engine that seized up. The only motor that I have that has a little bit of trouble is my Ford. It has over 200,000 miles and it burns a little bit of oil, not much, but I'm going to suspect that's because they were monkeying around with the viscosity levels back in the early 2000s. I don't think it actually has anything to do with the oil itself. But when I open up that engine, that thing looks squeaky clean, and it's purely ran off of this. I have had no problems. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Share this with a friend. Please go check out my website too, fixyourcar.net. Click on that orange button. You'll get a free guide. I have a ton of resources over there for you guys. If you just get on my email list, I send out emails to teach you guys about all this stuff that I've learned over the years from being an engineer and a technician first. And I want to share that with you. I want to share the good news about cars, not the bad news, and help you not get ripped off and spend too much money. So until next time, God bless. Hope you have a great day. If you don't like and subscribe to me, please like and subscribe to my Lord and my Savior, Jesus Christ. It's Resurrection Week. Ask Jesus into your life. Make him your Lord and Savior, and you'll never look back and you'll never regret it.